So this is how you put beads in your hair. I've been doing this recently. I'll just start. First you take sewing thread or like cotton, and then you will need your beads, and then you'll need a little elastic band and just a clip to hold back your excess hair and a brush. So what you'll do is take the hair that you want to put your beads on. Make sure it's not too big or else your beads won't go on it. You pull back your extra hair. Pull back and clip the hair you aren't using and brush the hair you are, because you don't want this to be like, if it's all matted up then it won't do very well and it'll like be easier for it to break your hair. So you'll get your little thread or string and you'll loop it so it has like this little looped end right here. Let me show you. You loop it in half so there's a looped end, and you will take your beads. I'm only using 2, doesn't matter what ones you use, but if you're using small ones you need this. If you're using really big ones like those candy beads, you can still do this, but you can also kind of just slide it on your hair. But you take the bead and you put it on the looped end of the thread. Like that. And you do it with your other beads. I only have 2. So it goes pretty quickly, and then you have this. You have the beads on your thread. And then you put your fingers to the looped end. And you grab your hair. And you put your hair like this. And you pull it through the looped end. And you pull your beads. And then you pull your beads onto your hair and it looks like this. And then you take your elastic and you just put it on your hair like you would a normal pony underneath your beads so it secures them. And if you're putting on really big beads, I advise you put a smaller bead on the bottom so that when you do this step, it's hard to do this because I'm looking in the viewfinder, but if you put a smaller bead on the bottom, it's easier to do this because the smaller bead will stop the big beads from falling off. And you continue doing this. And then you should end with something like this. So it's just cute little beads in your hair, and you can keep it in your hair for up to a few weeks, but be mindful that because it is an elastic band, it will start to damage your hair a little bit, so don't keep it in for too long. And make sure, like, because you will be having them in your hair for a while, so make sure they're pretty safe. You can take them out whenever you want, obviously, like I could take it out right now, or I could take it out in a little while, but I recommend no longer than 2 or 3 weeks. Because you have to, you know, brush it and stuff like that and make sure it's all nice, and then you can put it back in. But yeah, that's just me. So yes, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye.